Alright, picture this. You're juggling multiple projects, each demanding a unique approach. Maybe you're a content creator with different channels, a developer testing various applications, or just someone who likes to keep their digital life neatly compartmentalized. You're thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could have separate Gemini accounts for each of these things? You start to wonder, how many Gemini accounts can I actually have? That's the question we're diving into today. It's not as straightforward as you might think, and there's a lot of nuance to unpack. We're not just going to give you a simple number, we're going to explore the underlying reasons, the limitations, and the best practices to help you manage your digital presence effectively. First, let's get one thing clear. Gemini, in its core essence, is tied to your Google account. This is the foundation upon which your interaction with Gemini is built. Think of your Google account as the master key that unlocks the doors to a vast ecosystem of services, including Gemini. So, when we talk about Gemini accounts, we're essentially talking about how you leverage your Google account within the Gemini framework. Now, the question becomes, how many Google accounts can you have? Google, in its official documentation, doesn't explicitly state a hard limit on the number of Google accounts an individual can create. However, they do emphasize that accounts should be created in accordance with their terms of service, which include guidelines against abuse and misuse. This brings us to the first crucial point. While technically you might be able to create numerous Google accounts, doing so solely to circumvent limitations or engage in spam-like behavior is a clear violation of Google's policies. Google's systems are designed to detect and flag such activities, which could lead to account suspension or termination. So, while there's no magic number, the practical answer is, you can have as many Google accounts as you need, provided you're using them responsibly and ethically. This flexibility is designed to accommodate various legitimate use cases. Let's explore some of these use cases. Imagine you're a developer working on multiple projects. You might want to create separate Google accounts, and by extension, separate Gemini experiences, for each project to maintain clear separation and avoid cross-contamination of data and settings. This is particularly relevant when working with different APIs or cloud services that are tied to your Google account. Another common scenario is managing personal and professional lives. Many people prefer to keep their personal and professional digital footprints distinct. Using separate Google accounts allows for this segregation, ensuring that work-related communications and data remain separate from personal activities. This can be especially useful for freelancers or individuals who manage multiple businesses. Content creators often find themselves in need of multiple accounts. For example, a YouTuber might have separate accounts for different channels, each catering to a specific audience or topic. This allows for tailored branding, analytics, and community management. Similarly, social media managers might use multiple accounts to handle different clients or projects. However, it's essential to understand the implications of managing multiple Google accounts. Each account requires its own login credentials, security settings, and data management. This can become cumbersome if you're managing a large number of accounts. You'll need to keep track of passwords, two-factor authentication codes, and recovery options for each account. Moreover, each Google account operates independently. Data and settings are not shared between accounts unless you explicitly configure them to do so. This means you'll need to set up preferences, install extensions, and configure security settings for each account individually. Another crucial factor to consider is the potential for abuse. Creating multiple accounts to artificially inflate metrics, bypass limitations, or engage in fraudulent activities is a clear violation of Google's terms of service. Such actions can lead to severe consequences, including account suspension and legal action. Google's systems are designed to detect and prevent such abuses. They employ sophisticated algorithms and machine learning models to identify patterns and anomalies that indicate malicious activity. This includes detecting multiple accounts created from the same IP address, device, or location. Therefore, it's crucial to use multiple Google accounts responsibly and ethically. If you're unsure whether your intended use case is acceptable, it's always best to consult Google's terms of service or contact their support team for clarification. Now, let's talk about the practical aspects of managing multiple Google accounts. Google offers several tools and features to help you manage your accounts effectively. One such feature is the ability to switch between accounts seamlessly. In most Google services, you can click on your profile picture or initials in the top right corner to access a list of your signed-in accounts and switch between them with a single click. This feature is particularly useful for managing multiple accounts within the same browser session. However, it's important to note that each account operates independently, even when you're switching between them. Data and settings are not shared unless you explicitly configure them to do so. Another useful tool is Google's account recovery system. If you lose access to one of your accounts, you can use the recovery system to regain access. This typically involves verifying your identity through email, phone number, or security questions. It's crucial to keep your recovery information up to date to ensure you can regain access to your accounts if needed. For those who manage a large number of accounts, using a password manager can be incredibly helpful. Password managers allow you to store and manage your login credentials securely, generating strong and unique passwords for each account. This can significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access and make it easier to manage multiple accounts. Additionally, consider using different browsers or browser profiles for different accounts. This can help isolate your accounts and prevent cross-contamination of data and settings. For example, you might use Chrome for your personal account and Firefox for your work account. When using Gemini with multiple Google accounts, you'll need to be mindful of the data and settings associated with each account. Gemini's responses and interactions are tailored to the context of the account you're using. This means that if you switch accounts, you'll need to reconfigure your preferences and settings for the new account. Furthermore, any data or information you provide to Gemini will be associated with the account you're using. This includes your prompts, responses, and any files or documents you upload. Therefore, it's crucial to be aware of which account you're using when interacting with Gemini. Use cases like professional separation, project management, and content creation are valid reasons for using multiple Google accounts, and therefore, multiple Gemini experiences. But remember, responsible use is key. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.